Welcome to the TED Ed Podcast, where we delve into the issues that shape our daily lives and drive our productivity. We confront topics that matter deeply to all of us, from healthcare and affirmative action to voting rights and monetary success and failure. We cover it all. And yes, we dive into the complex world of politics, exploring how our country has evolved from slavery to the 21st century. Our content is crafted with care and expertise, drawing from years of experience in these critical areas. We invite you to give the TED Ed podcast a listen. You won't be disappointed. Share your thoughts with friends and confidants, and don't forget to like, comment, and share our episodes. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more listeners. Are you passionate about these topics? Do you have unique insights to share? You could be one of our guest speakers. Drop us a line, send an email, or leave a comment. All requests will be considered. Join us on this journey of exploration and understanding. This is the TED Ed Podcast. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Hey people, we gonna have a damn good show today, man. I can feel it. Ted, Elon Musk.
Mm.
I ain't gotta say anymore. I don't have to say anymore until I tell my story. What you got?
Y'all folks know about the blues?
Well, I want to start out by saying that, man, I have to give condolences and everything to Malcolm and Jamal Warner's family. He passed away a couple of days ago. Uh, he wasn't too old. Him and his family was down in Costa Rica, and he drowned. So I don't know. It's they had man small talk about it, and some knucklehead on CNN got real nasty about him in his death, about him and what he said about his mentor, Bill Cosby. And what did he do that for? He got so much negative comments and stuff on his timeline that I think they had to shut it off. it was and what they were saying, man, they beat him to death. I think he's sad that he opened his mouth. He did. I can't. What he said and stuff about his mentor and stuff, Bill. It wasn't that controversial, I don't think. And if he had a problem with it, he should have said it back then when he said it, not in this young man's death. So whatever he had to say, he should have said it a long time ago while the old boy was alive. So anyway, uh, I ain't gonna comment and stuff about it, but I will say that what he said and everything was very magnanimous of him, and it shouldn't have been very controversial, not at all, because this man gave him a platform and that he's taken all the way until the day he passed away. Been a stellar uh, actor and mentor and dad, I guess, for his family. So I can't complain about him. He hasn't done anything bad. He hasn't showed up and did a whole lot of bad stuff and everything, but he's been been okay. So anyway, that's my condolences and everything for him and his family. Uh, I wish his family well and stuff and their grief. So and whatever there's something going on CNN said, family people, don't worry about it. It was totally uncalled for. Okay, you got it.
Well, why am I talking about the blues? Because I wasn't raised on the blues, but I'm from Chicago originally. And when I came up as a little kid, 9, 10 years old, B.B. King was big time then. And I'll never forget this little boy who could sing. Because we used to go down the basement and somebody used to have an organ and he was tremendous. He said, B.B. King is my daddy.
No, he may
And
have
we all
been.
said, B.B. King ain't your daddy? So, and then his mama, was lived right next door to us. Because, in Chicago, they got these big old courtway buildings, right?
Right, yeah.
3 stories, 3 stories, 3 stories.
Most
And
three
he used to,
flats, yeah. Three
right, and
flat
he used to
brick
live
buildings, yeah.
next door. And his mama used to be, she used to make a living, I guess make money. I ain't gonna say make a living, make money iron people's clothes.
Mm-hmm.
She could fold them up and iron them, bro. And so my parents, used to always use her, as that service. But the reason why I'm saying that because it just reminded me when you're coming up, you have music that you grow up with. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't grow up with gospel music until I was like a teenager and, a little older. And, I got into Shirley Caesar and knew a little bit about Mahalia Jackson and James Cleveland and all that. But in Chicago, blues was really big. And the singers that, you admired, you always sort of kind of, and I really wasn't a big fan of the blues until I became a young adult. And not that I bought a whole bunch of albums because I always been an R&B person. I wasn't into pop. I was into R&B. And because right there in Chicago, we had a place called the Regal Theater.
Yep.
And back then, and I'm coming to a point here, but back then, people wanted to doo-wop under the streetlights. And that was the big thing in Chicago. Everybody, you'll see 4 or 5 guys under the streetlights harmonizing, forming groups and all that kind of stuff. Well, in the early 60s, Motown became about. And we used to run to the Regal, at least I did, caught the bus and went to Regal Theater to go see all those Motown events. Chubby Checker was real big in 1961, 62, all that stuff. And the blues, and I didn't know this, that Cadillac Records on the south side of Chicago was a blues record show and had all the famous blues people there. But when Motown came about, Martha and the Vandellas, the Supremes, the Temptations, all those types of people, I really hooked onto that. But the reason why I'm bringing up the blues is that there's this lady that I just saw a documentary on. And it wasn't about her, it was about making the movie of uh, Ma Rainey. I guess that's how you pronounce her name. And it's Black Bottom. And Viola Davis played this lady. And they took this particular uh, story based on her coming to Chicago to record one song. And when you think about black music, you have to bring up blues. But but before blues, it was gospel. And then blues came about. Then there was jazz. Jazz started popping up. All kind of music, R&B started popping up. I mean, the music was unbelievable from the 60s and 70s. And but blues is the one that really kind of stuck to you. It got so heavy for me that I had to stop listening to it because it was telling you a story about the South, about the conditions and all of that. Now you have to remember there was a great migration in the 20s, 30s, and 40s, especially in the 20s and 30s, of black people leaving because a lot of our parents were sharecroppers, housekeepers, and all that, and they was looking for a better life, so they came to the North. And it was a big struggle because a lot of people, our parents were product of segregation and prejudice and all of that. And that's how really the blues came about, by singing those types of songs. I mean, a lot of black folks were singing folk music and that kind of thing, but blues is the one that brung it all out. And a lot of people came to the North, and because of the what we call as pop music or what have you, a lot of these groups they were singing, I don't know what you call it, but pop music. I'm gonna call it pop music. It wasn't rock and roll. Rock and roll wasn't even invented back then. Nobody heard about it till Elvis Presley. They started calling it that. But we know that Elvis Presley copied off of black people. And the thing, what got me is that music is the one thing that kept and encouraged black people to move forward. And blues was one of the staples. If you ever heard songs by B.B. King or Howlin' Wolf or any of these famous things, I used to love Tyrone Davis. I used to love Johnny, what was his name? Johnny Guitar Watson, those kind of people. Um, it was just good music, good music. So I just wanted to bring that up, and that's a genre from the black community that became famous, and then a lot of white folks sort of try to do the same thing. Just like jazz, they try to take it over, and a lot of times, they did sort of kind of get into it real heavily, and that's fine. They got into blues, they got into jazz and R&B, all that. But the point is that music meant something back then. It really hit home for a lot of people. And a lot of people, copycat off of it. When I say a lot of people, I'm talking about them folks. They copycat it. They got here on the list that Eric Clapton was a blues person. And we know he's really known as a more or less rock and roll. But he was a guitarist, and I guess he must have played with a lot of the blues people. I'm looking here. He was playing with Muddy Waters. That was his big. He was a big fan of Muddy Waters. You know, uh, Freddie King was real popular. Albert, was very, very popular. The most Johnny Taylor was one of my favorite. I saw him live. Never saw B.B. King live. So I just wanted to bring that up here because I think that's a big point. And we all heard of the person named Howlin' Wolf. So they were very famous people back in the 60s. Bessie Smith.
Don't forget about Mick Jagger.
Well, they don't have Mick Jagger listed here.
He should have been. He stole a lot of stuff from them black folks. Matter of fact, he was still doing it back in the 70s and 80s and stuff. He would go into a lot of those concerts and stuff. Uh, he was uh, Aretha Franklin did a special in California and a 2 day special in the church and everything, and he showed up there because
Yeah, I remember that. I seen that on.
he picks those things out, and he was telling folks and stuff in the interview. I guess after it was at the end of it that he comes and sees, and the announcing folks and stuff say that Mick Jagger comes to and see that black music because he's a fan and uses that quite a bit. So anyway, uh, Miss Joy Reid, she has a special that she's doing. You're not gonna guess what she's doing. They have, in so many words, released this lady and stuff, and MSNBC is going to regret letting that girl go. They are going to regret letting her go because she is going
She
to be
got to up
bigger.
her production, bro.
She's going to be bigger than she ever was there at MSNBC. She has a special that she did, and man, I only saw probably 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes of it because I had some other stuff that popped up and everything. But this special was about Altadena. She took a personal tour and stuff of Altadena and what the devastation that the fire and stuff had done there in Altadena. She brought her little camera crew and everything with her, and some of the residents and stuff there, and who had lost their homes, and some of them. One guy, I guess, he lost one of his family members and stuff and everything to the fires and stuff there when they had all the fires there in January, and she interviewed a couple of people who lost their homes and how they were kind of shocked about what the heck had happened. And one lady was sitting there and she was saying that she hadn't been in LA for that long of a period of time, and she lived in a condominium and stuff, and people were telling her to get the hell out of there because the fire was coming. And she said she finally left out of there with just the clothes on her back and a little small bag, her and her husband. But I just wanted to comment about it and everything that girlfriend and stuff and everything is she's going to bring a big spotlight and stuff on a lot of bad things and stuff that are going on in our community and that we should be dealing with. Someone should be dealing with, and that what's going on in Altadena and stuff and everything. It is an awful shame that a lot of those people's homes and stuff are gone, and they have no way of getting them back. The insurance companies and stuff have not paid them anything. The FEMA hasn't did anything and stuff for them, and they're just out there by themselves. So anyway, that's one thing that Miss Joy Reid and stuff is doing, and I want to congratulate her and stuff for that. Mm. Now, you got something you want to say before I get into this? I got a long spiel here.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna say this about Joy Reid, and this is no slack on her, but she knows better. You can't be having no second-rate person. It's just like me. You telling me, hey, Ted, take over the show, and make sure that we're on the air and all that kind of stuff. Man, I'll be messing up this show like crazy. You can't be having no person that don't know what they're doing, and just because they might be friends or relatives or whatever, you got to have a professional person putting that show together. When you ask for uh, uh, a video shot or any kind of information on the screen, and they're not able to do that, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can't play with this because people's only got, our attention span only lasts 10 seconds. and you sitting up there talking about a show, you're talking about a particular issue, and you don't have receipts. All you got to do, you have to read it, and that kind of thing. If you got a video, you want to show the video, and all you want to do is say, "Oh, I'll talk about it," or maybe the sound is bad, or the screen is not clear. I'm just saying, tighten that up because you got too much talent on air where you got to be worrying about the technical stuff. I'm sorry. I had to turn her off, man. It was so bad. She was trying to get a guest on, and um, and the guest kept on popping in and popping out, uh, getting echoed and all that stuff. And then she had the second guest having the same thing, echo problems. Come on, bro. You got to do better. Whoever's your video people, and sound people, they got to do better.
Well, it's
There's no excuse for that.
she's just getting herself started,
She's been
and
on long enough, Ed. I'm sorry.
well, I have to. I want to give her. I want to give her a break here on that and everything, Ted, because it happened to me when we first started getting on. We had a big problem and stuff with stuff going in and out, and people's internet all screwed up and everything. And it took a while and everything before I figured out and stuff how to uh, get that stuff corrected to where it would be nice and smooth. And it takes some technical knowledge and stuff and everything that she didn't have while she was out there working with MSNBC on the griot and all that because there were technical people and stuff who took care of that stuff. Now that she's on her own, she has to get those technical folks and stuff and everything and find the right people and stuff and everything to do that with. Roland Martin had the same thing happen to him when he first got started. And he had to get his technical crew and stuff together and pay someone and everything a nice buck and everything and find somebody and stuff who were good at what they were doing. So I think she's going to correct that and everything. She's going to make sure that's all done and she's going to spend that money and stuff to get it done. When they're doing productions and stuff on MSNBC or all your major networks and stuff and everything, if they've got an interview going on, a technical person and stuff from the network and stuff is usually at the house and stuff with a person and stuff that they're going to be doing the interview with. And they are the ones and stuff who go in their homes and they set up their equipment and everything so they can be able to broadcast and stuff without having their signal drop. What's going on with her and stuff is that she's dependent upon those people and stuff and everything to have the right kind of equipment and stuff in their homes, and they don't. The internet is screwed up. They don't spend a lot of money on the internet. They just go on the internet and that's it. And they don't. It's a lot that's involved in doing that. So that's my thing. Uh, I think she'll get it together. But she's gonna have to spend some money and stuff to get it done, and hire some technical people and everything to go out and do it if she wants to continue to do those online interviews with people. Ah, what else? I'll tell you,
Well,
man. This thing right here, this thing that I'm getting ready to talk about, man. It's going to take up some time. I'm telling you, it is.
well, go for it. You seem like you,
Well,
you just
it's
you have
gonna.
to try.
I don't want to. I don't want to dominate everything that's going on because I'm gonna. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to bring you in and stuff while we talking about this because this is a monster, man. That I had not even. Um, Most people and stuff had known about it. Let me get started here. We all know that Elon Musk last year decided that he wanted to help and he got into politics, spend his money and stuff to get Donald Trump elected to be president. We now, today, as we look back on that whole situation and stuff that had happened and stuff, then it I don't think any of us really understood exactly what was going on. And right now, today, a lot of that stuff that was being that was going on behind the scene is coming to light right now. And we allowed this man, and Trump allowed him to get into all of our stuff, all of our personal stuff. And he has got that information and stuff now, Ted, and he is using that stuff and everything to our detriment. And nobody can in this country can stop him. No one can stop him. They don't even know how to even deal with him as to what the heck he is doing. He got into Trump allowed him to do his Doge stuff and everything, and he went into every one of our departments, every one of our federal government agencies and stuff and everything, and got in there. They stopped him for a little bit from getting into the IRS, but the courts and stuff and everything, unbeknownst to them and to their stupidity and stuff and everything, because they wanted to follow Trump, allowed him to actually get into the IRS. And I know damn well he got a lot of stuff out of that there on IRS and everything, a lot of information and stuff that he has gotten, and he is going to take it, and I guarantee he's going to probably use it. Once he got everything that he needed, he wanted to do some more things, and I guess the Congress and stuff, the Democrats anyway, were so hard on him and wanting him to come forth to testify into Congress, and he didn't want to do that because he didn't want to tell them what the heck he was doing. We all figured and stuff that he is in there to get money for his companies and his corporations and stuff that he has out there, because he has about the 3 or 4 different companies other than Tesla. He has about 3 or 4 different companies that he right now has created. He got Starlink, that internet thing that he's got where you have the satellites up there. He has SpaceX and everything where the government, our government, couldn't even go and get our astronauts and stuff off of the International Space Station, and it took Elon and stuff because Blue Origin, who is owned by Jeff Bezos, could not go do the job. So they finally had to go back to Elon and get him to go back up to the space station and rescue those 2 astronauts who had spent more than their time up there on the space station, and they couldn't get off. And Elon did it. He brought them back here to the United States, to our country, out of the space station. Well, I guess after Elon had really did what the heck he had done and got what he wanted some more things, and he didn't want to be able to be held hostage and stuff by Trump and the federal government. And Trump didn't know what the hell he was doing because he was too stupid to realize what the heck was happening. Anyway, Elon now is gone. Nobody knows where he's at. They haven't seen him. Tesla's sitting out there, dangling around there. We thought they were dangling around there, Ted. We thought that they were dangling. But quietly, if you notice and stuff, there is no more people and stuff out there who are protesting against Tesla. They're not doing it anymore. And the reason why they're not doing it is because Elon has moved on. He done got his toys and picked it up and then left this country high and dry. He has taken the technology and all of the things that he has gathered up since he started working with our government in 2015 when Trump became the president. All of that this country spent over, they said conservatively, giving him over $20 billion and stuff to do his research and his development and stuff and everything, and what he is doing and stuff now. And he has taken it and he has moved on. And he has moved over to the folks and stuff that is hated by Trump and a lot of people in this country, and that's the BRICS nation.
Really?
Yes. He is in Brazil right now. They have invited him in to do his stuff. Brazil has signed a huge contract with him for his Starlink. India has signed a contract with him for his Starlink, and they have already implemented into all of their rural areas and stuff in that country. And he has several satellites companies and stuff out there who are dealing and stuff and using their Starlink so they can bring internet to their folks in India. South Africa has invited him into their country. They've also signed a contract with him for his Starlink so he can use that, so they can use that system and stuff, because United States and stuff don't have any other way of getting anything done. And he has completely divested himself and his Starlink technology and everything from the United States. They have no way of being able to get this stuff back or control him or do anything that he wants to do because he has moved on. He has a new company now called XAI,
That's been out. He's been had that.
but he has moved this stuff on. He has moved this thing on, and he has really got this thing and stuff going on. He has moved this stuff into Brazil, into India, into all the other countries, including, guess what? China. They have invited him in to be able to control their energy system and stuff inside their country. And we have been left high and dry. His SpaceX that he has started and he has used and stuff and everything is no longer being accessed and stuff by the United States. He has made it available and stuff to any international country out there who wants to use his SpaceX and stuff to explore the outer space. He's not tied in to anything here in the United States. And right now, behind the scenes, all those folks and stuff and everything in our country and stuff are trying to figure out how we can get that technology and stuff back that he has taken. We don't know what the hell to do, and we cannot stop him from doing what the heck he is doing. And bro man is out there making that money. He says, damn the United States, he doesn't want to have anything to do with us. And we are trying to get this technology back and everything because we spent a hell of a lot of money and stuff to
When
allow
you
him.
say we are, who is we?
United States.
Who is we?
The United States.
Okay, you say the United States, but who's trying to do that? DOJ, CIA, FBI, who's trying to do it?
The military and the federal government.
The military.
Yep.
Really?
Yes. The military is trying to get it back.
Well,
he has successfully.
Let me chime in here for a second here. You know, last year we was talking about it. We was talking about him getting all this data.
Mm-hmm.
And we were saying, what is he going to do with this data?
Now we know.
And what is he going to do with this data? He got these young whippersnappers in there just pulling all our records.
Yep.
Social Security people, Medicare
Yep.
people.
Yep.
All kinds IRS stuff.
Yep.
And even he was trying to go in there to the military, and they only let him in there and gave him a tour, but he didn't get a whole lot of stuff, but he did go to one department. But he got the Treasury information. Went in there into Treasury.
Yep.
Now, he knows. Now, here's the thing. this is just my
Yep.
I'm a
Yeah, well, whatever you
conspiracist.
whatever you thinking, yep, that's
This is
right.
my I'm just a
Whatever you
conspiracist.
saying, whatever you getting ready to say, yep.
This dude is about accumulating wealth. He don't care about wealth, but he about accumulating wealth. And to a certain degree, I don't even know if he cares about power. But I mean, it's power, but it's a different kind of power. It's not a dominating power, but he loves to gather that information and use it to his advantage. Now, the thing is that he is a thinker. He is an engineer. He doesn't really create stuff. He uses other people's ideas and then enhances it. He enhances it and he makes it better. So he get a bunch of people say, "Hey, I need you to do this." He just like your boy that created Apple. I need you to do this. I need you to do that, and they create it for him. And then he just say, "No, that's not good enough. Go back. Go back to the drawing board." So what is he trying to do? Is he trying to uh, be able to? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. I have no idea because he was working on AI 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Him
Well,
and
they have perfected it. Now his system and stuff is called Grok. 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 That's his new AI system, Grok.
same thing with Bezos. He's been working on AI. They used to work together on AI.
He is shot past Amazon.
Well, Amazon is real hot on AI right now.
He shot past them.
Same thing with Microsoft. They really hot.
He shot past them. They all upset. Amazon and Microsoft is very upset about him and what he has done and how he has taken that technology and stuff and shot and went on and left them sitting by in his tailwind along with the U.S. military.
Because you know
Who
why they upset? Because he's got the data, bro. That's all AI is data.
he is, and he does not want anybody to control him. That's his thing. He doesn't. You're right about the power. He wants to control. He wants to be able to control stuff. He wants to be able to innovate. And the United States and stuff did not want to innovate. He knew after a while that Trump was stupid, and that he was giving away the innovative ideas and stuff and everything. All those inventors, all those engineers, all those research people, he was letting them go, and he was trying to stop him from doing that, and he would not listen. So that's why he went to China. China embraced him and said, "Come on, we got innovators here. We got the engineers. We got the minds and stuff here and everything, and we're going to innovate." And that's where he's at. And they invited him in. And they've been asking China, why in the hell you want to bring him in there knowing what kind of person he is? And their thought and stuff is he is an innovator. And we don't want to sit there and control him. We want him to be an innovator. And that's why he is there. He said, "Aren't you afraid of Anthony?" No, we are not afraid of innovators. Just like we were talking about this the other day. You have competition out there. You invite your competition. You learn from your competition. You don't sit there and fight them and tell them, "No, you can't do this." You invite them in because those are people who are going to make you better. And China knows that.
You know what Trump don't understand? It's just my opinion. And his surroundings. If you don't educate your people and get the cream of the crop of those educated people, because everybody's not going to be the cream of the crop. I can learn a certain thing and be good at it, but I might not be great at it. But there's always going to be somebody that's an innovator, somebody that's the cream of the crop, and they're just exceptional. And when you stop that flow and you stop the learning and all of that, and you tell people, hey, you're not wanted here, or no, we're not gonna let you do this, or we're gonna stop this research and this and that. He don't understand that. He think it comes from the gut. He think, he old school. try to control. And then you figure out, well, oh, what happened? You didn't lost that. You didn't lost that. Oh, what happened over here? You lost that. And these followers that's following him, they almost in the same group because you got to look at them. Most of them over 50, 60 years old. Yeah, they
Or
don't have
older,
an idea.
or
Only thing they
older, or
saying,
older.
the only thing they see is, hey, we stopping those people we don't like. That's the only thing they see. They don't see 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30. China thinks 500 years from now. We sitting up here thinking quarter by quarter.
Not even quarter by quarter. We ain't thinking no further than the front of our nose. That's what he is thinking. And whatever he says, the rest of them fools around there gonna follow him. Just like this tariff crap that he done created and stuff and everything. That Elon tried to tell him, leave that tariff shit alone. You don't need that.
Well, they
You
claiming
stop
they got almost $300 billion from tariffs.
it. Are you sure they got that much? If they did, it came from the American people. It came
Well,
out of
that's
our
where it came
pocketbooks.
from, yeah.
It
Where it
came out
came
of our
from.
pockets. If they did. But if you look at our stores and our shelves and stuff right now, we all of our food and everything and items and stuff and the staples is running short here. And people are not going to start trading and stuff with us, Ted. I'm telling you, it's getting to be a monster. And that August the 1st deadline that he's thrown out there and everything, he's gonna shoot past that. He is not going to get anybody to sign a trade deal with him. Not by August the 1st. He's already passed that deadline with Canada, and now Canada told him to kiss they behind. We going head on. We ain't dealing with you. Anyway, back to brother Elon. I always thought, Ted, that he was a nut. I really did. I thought that man was an absolute nut, but he got stuff done. He got stuff done. And our analogy and stuff with him to be the first $1 trillion man, it is coming to fruition, brother. He is going to be the first $1 trillion man. And I believe that Tesla is going to leave him alone because he is taking Tesla to another level right now. He has moved over there, and China has allowed him to build his plant there in China, his Tesla plant. Now he is going to be competing and stuff with their electric car companies. Plus, the government of China has given him backing him up and giving him stipends and stuff to compete with BYD and Yahweh and all of them because they want to have competition inside their country. They want people to compete. They want folks to do it. India has also done the same thing. He's planning on building another plant uh, for Tesla cars over there, and he says that he's moving his shit out of United States because he doesn't want to keep on paying that tariff crap and everything and be able to get no parts and can't get parts and stuff for his company and stuff here in the United States because all that tariff crap going on. So he is, in essence, he's saying, damn United States, I'm moving out. So all those folks and stuff was working for Tesla up there in California and down in Texas and stuff and everything. Only God knows what's going to happen to them plants.
Well, he got one in somewhere in the South, don't
Yeah, he got one down in Texas. He got one up there in California, but
he?
he's
No, but
moving
he
them
got
off.
he got one in Tennessee or somewhere.
I don't know about one in Tennessee. I know he does have one in down there, but he's also he said he's not dealing with the United States anymore. So evidently he's planning on moving his stuff outside this country. Everything. He's already and China has already told him you can open your plant up there. They done gave him the land to open his plant to build another Tesla plant. So he is he, he's telling these folks here in this country to kiss his behind. I don't need y'all no more. Trump is destroying us, man, from within here. I don't know how we're gonna get out of this stuff here. This man has destroyed us. In 6 months, he has damn near completely destroyed this country. And he has no idea what the hell he's doing, how to get the hell out of it. And ain't nobody sitting out there and everything trying to figure out that we are being outdone. We have been bamboozled. And anybody that's got any kind of money or any kind of knowledge or whatever, he's ran them out. So what are we going to have in this country? I have no idea.
Well, getting back to Tesla, he has a gigafactory in Nevada, New York, Shangri-La, China, Texas, Berlin, and California, Fremont, California. So Tesla is his moneymaker, and like you just said, AI is going to be his other moneymaker. I would like to say this about him and other potential creators. The difference between Elon Musk and everybody else, he got great connections. Great connections. People with money. When he was trying to put that AI together, I remember reading the article. He was collecting millions and millions of dollars. People was investing in it before it even got off the ground.
And he was collecting brilliant minds. People who knew what they were doing. He was collecting them, breaking them into the folds. You know something about it. And they looked at that little 22-year-old kid and stuff and everything when he walked into one of our buildings and stuff and everything. Said, "What he got that kid in there?" Evidently, whoever that little boy was and everything must have had something going on between his ears. Very powerful stuff. And Elon probably was tapping him for something.
Well, he's probably specialized in data collection and all that kind of stuff and how to do that data.
He was probably...
It's not that they're that smart. They just learned
he was probably a genius, I would bet.
They probably learned a certain skill to do that. But, you know, you don't necessarily have to be that smart to do that.
Oh, yeah. You won't have to... Elon doesn't bring dumb folks around him. You got to have some smarts. That's why he let Trump go, because he figured out he was dumb. He came to him that he's too dumb. He thought he was going to use him, but then he said he's too dumb to even use. He was too dumb to even use. So I'm gonna be watching him, Ted. I really am. I'm gonna keep my eyes on that little boy. I'm hopefully somebody out there gonna keep some eyes on him and everything to see what's going on, because I was very, very surprised that China allowed him inside their country and inside their computer networks and stuff and everything, so he can be able to bring his technology and stuff into their systems and stuff and incorporate it into their systems so they can run their power grids. And he's also selling these power stations and stuff and everything to India. He's got a bunch of them being sold because they don't have any electricity and stuff in some of those rural areas and stuff. So he is bringing his solar systems and stuff there, batteries and stuff in there into their country. So he is going to be that first $1 trillion man. I guarantee you, he is headed toward that mark, and because his company for XAI, Starlink, and SpaceX, and then Tesla too.
Well, you know,
he's gonna be worth a lot of money.
This right now, it don't matter. Well, if he becomes the first $1 trillion man or the first $1 billion man, it don't matter because it means nothing.
It matters to a lot of people.
It means nothing.
It matters to a lot of people. There's out there with those folks who got money and everything. They become jealous of anybody who is making more money than what they're making. There's a jealousy thing going on between them billionaire people. They don't like them to make more money than they do. And I know Bezos was probably sitting down there pissed off like a summer gun, that knowing this man getting ready to shoot past him. Then I already shot past him, going to get way past him in just a little bit. Because money means power. Money means power. Anyway, final word.
Well, Ed, I'm gonna just say this. You know, you got your own opinion about that, but I'm gonna just say this. Elon Musk don't have no cash.
Final word.
Elon Musk don't have no cash. And what I mean is that he don't have a lot of money to work with. So he sell ideas. But Bezos got cash. He just sold 25 million shares of his company and got billions of dollars. Now, what is he doing with that money? What is he going to do? That's the question. Cash money. See, Elon Musk can't do that. He can't do that. Most of his money is all tied up in Tesla. And he got a few dollars in his family office. He got a few dollars in his family office. He got a certain amount of money in his family office, but that right there is for his family and his kids. But his money for him to work with, he has to sell ideas to different countries and different ideas to come up with. He has to beg for money. That's why he's upset, because number one, Trump cut off those tax benefits for buying his product. He was personally getting a tax benefit for everybody that bought Elon Musk's cars. Plus, he was going to get a government contract over $28 billion. You say he got over $20 billion. That man got over $50 billion from the government. Obama gave him a loan to $10 billion because he was going out of business.
Yeah, that's the reason why he's leaving this country.
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's the reason why he's leaving. He saw the handwriting on the wall.
He ain't got no money, Ed.
He got money. He can get some money if he wants to.
What I'm saying is that he ain't got the kind of money that he wants.
Well, he can get whatever he wants to get, and that's the reason why he left here.
He out there selling it. He's selling ideas.
And
he might be a secret agent.
And well, that's fine too. Somebody should have realized that. And sometimes you have to deal with secret agents and counterintelligence or whatever. We better watch out and stuff, Ted, when you see these billionaires and stuff taking in their money. They got an old saying and stuff in crime, and the criminal folks. If you see somebody out there, the first thing you do and stuff is follow the money. And if Bezos is pulling that kind of money and stuff out there, there's something going on that we don't know about, and I don't think it's good.
Well, you see what what's the boy from Facebook? He just bought 1,000 more acres in Hawaii to build his bunker up. What is he doing?
You see them folks doing that kind of stuff, you better watch what they're doing and where their money going. And I'd almost bet he's probably taking some of his money outside this country and put it in some other kind of coins.
$1 billion is a lot of money.
And he put it in putting in some more. I bet you he's taking it out of this country and putting it in somebody else's coins into their money, buying their money, and not using the dollar anymore, because the dollar is going to get real weak here real soon.
Well, I was just reading an article the other day, or as a matter of fact today, that President Trump is running the corporate people because they are ecstatic regulations. He getting ready to cut a whole lot of regulations, and of course, he gave them that big tax break. So he pretty much owned the corporations. Whatever he say, they gonna do
And they're
because
not
they
gonna
want
do.
more deregulation.
They
Deregulation.
them corporate folks ain't gonna do shit with him. I'm telling you, they know he's a dummy. You listen, I've listened to some of them corporate people and stuff, and they just patting him on the back and placating his butt. They do not like what
That's
the hell
all they
he's
need
doing.
is to placate him. That's all he wants.
Well, that he can't tell them nothing, anything. I don't believe he can tell them anything. They just sitting there placating him and stuff, and he done gave them what the heck they wanted, and they gonna kick his butt to the goddamn curb. Watch
That's
it.
what you think.
Yes, sir. I know he is, because he's too dumb. That they don't like dumb people. Rich people don't like dumb folks, and he's dumb, absolutely dumb, ignorant, profoundly ignorant. He is, and don't think that this what that other guy's name is, that he the pedophile. Don't think that daggone case ain't been sitting out there hurting them real bad and stuff now and everything, because somebody out there with some money and stuff
Well,
is
that's
allowing that shit
political.
to happen.
But I'm
They
talking about
allowing it to happen.
when you play in politics and then you are collaborating it with money.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that's the right thing to do because number one, those people he is playing with these corporate people with all of this taxes. With they're charging all these taxes for their goods, and then at the same time he placating them. Trump, you saying that he's dumb, but he ain't that dumb, bro. Because
He
let me tell
is.
you,
He is dumb. He is
no, what I'm saying, there are
he-
certain regulations that these people want to get rid of so that they can make more money. So they're going to keep on placating him, and then they're going to give him what he wants, whatever that is.
they're not gonna give him nothing.
They're giving it to him
They're
now.
not going to give him anything. He's
Ed,
stealing from the. He is
Ed,
stealing from the federal government.
Ed, we know that, but Ed, let me tell you something. BlackRock invested in his doggone um, what would you call that thing? Whatever you call it, they invested millions of dollars into that.
Ted,
These companies are investing
Ted,
in his
Ted,
company.
Ted. That's peanuts that they donating to him. Those peanuts.
What did I just say?
Those
What I
peanuts.
said is that they might be placating him, but what I'm saying is that's what he wants.
He wants
If they
peanuts.
give
If
him, if
if
they
he
invest
if
$300 million,
he
you
has
call it
the
peanuts. But if they invest three hundred million
these
dollars,
people, these BlackRock is worth $13 trillion.
that's not the point. Ed. What I'm
He
saying
is
is
that is the point.
why would a company
They
invest in
giving
a
him
company?
they giving
Why
him the
would you throw
scraps off the table.
$300 million into a
They
company
giving him the
that's losing
scraps.
money?
They giving him the scraps off the table.
Well, I don't
That's
call three
that's
hundred million dollars
that's
no
that's
scraps, bro.
that's change. That's chump change for them people. They giving them chump change.
He's still placating. They still
That,
placating.
well, there's chump change. They getting a hell of a lot more from out of this crap than that little chump change that they're giving him. And anytime they get ready, they can break him. Anytime they can break him.
Yeah, when
He
you
ain't worth
say they,
nothing.
let me tell you, they don't work together, bro. They all in competition with each
They
other.
can find another sucker out there. They got one sitting over there in his vice president. They know that
Oh, he
if he
sold out a
don't do
long time ago, man. Please.
if Trump don't do what they want him to do, they gonna pull him over there. JD gonna be the next president of the United States. Let him not do what that they want him to do. JD gonna be the next president. Trust me. And they know JD gonna do what they told him to do. Because
Yeah,
he's
he
a
ain't nothing but
puppet.
a lackey anyway.
Right. He's a puppet. They know he's gonna do what but he got some he is a hell of a lot smarter than that summer gun who was the president. I can guarantee you that. Anyway, final word, man. I've been waiting on your final word for almost 8 minutes.
I say what I have to say.
You say what you got to say?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Anyway, people, we keep an eye on Elon. My boy is he getting tough out there and everything. So it looks like we won't get that third party here that he been asking about because he busy doing some other shit. He's probably saying, "Damn the United States, I ain't got to worry about no third party now because I got these Chinese over here and everything. I'm getting my money from." So he done left us high and dry. I was hoping that he dumped that third party in there and create some havoc, but I guess it's not going to happen now. So we on our own. Anyway, people, have a good day, and God bless all of you all. Bye bye.